back to
Remember When.
Here's Ed Randall and Kevin Kennedy.
Welcome back, everybody, to Remember When. Baseball arrived at a landmark moment recently when the New York Yankees, with a history of hiring women, made history by appointing Rachel Balkovec as the manager of their Class A team in Tampa, the first woman to do so in the affiliated minor leagues. She had joined the organization as a minor league hitting coach in November 2019. Also believed to be a first. This development pleased our guest no end, another history-making trailblazer who became the first woman to pitch in a men's professional baseball league. She played 4 seasons of pro ball, and we are so happy to have on Remember When, number 14, Ila Borders. Great to have you, Ila. And Kevin and I welcome you to Remember When. What did you think when you first heard about Rachel Balkovec?
Oh, I was absolutely ecstatic for her. I got to meet her recently at MLB's All-Star event, in Denver. So we got to chit-chat, we got to be on a panel, and we got to talk to a bunch of people. And she is absolutely just an amazing individual.
She is, in this sense, Ila, she's not just somebody coming off the street to manage the Tampa Tarpons. She got her first job in pro ball with the St. Louis Cardinals organization 10 years ago as their minor league strength and conditioning coordinator in 2014 and 15, the first woman to hold a full-time position in that field in affiliated ball. She then moved on to the Houston Astros and later to the Yankees, and she said she has a special interest in biomechanics and understanding how the body moves, and thus she has a master's degree in kinesiology from LSU and another master's in human movement sciences. This seems to be way beyond the typical education level of the minor league manager, Ila.
Yeah, and I'll give you one other thing that when I was talking to her, what she said too, and I think this speaks a lot about her character, is she said that she went to the Dominican and she didn't know Spanish at all, and she actually learned the language and went out there and spent time out there because she knew, hey, I have to really learn Spanish and understand this in order to work with my players. And I was like, okay, this is the type of person that has the correct attitude and the correct work ethic to start at the bottom, work her way up, and do it right. And so I have nothing but mad respect for her.
Do you wish you were her age now?
No, I love what I am right now.
Good for you.
You know, I don't have any regrets except maybe one. You know, I made certain choices for certain reasons. And I'm okay with that. You know, when I was done with baseball, I had multiple offers to come up and to coach professional baseball. I mean, even Mike Veck, when I was done, he's like, Ila, I see how the guys respond to you. I see that when you're in the outfield, they're talking to you, you know, not other pitching coaches. And I see on your days off that you're catching the pitchers and you're talking to them. And he goes, I would really like for you to be a coach. And then I got some other people in affiliate ball that said, hey, we really, really, really want you to be a minor league coach. And this was in 2001. I had those offers. And it was a very, very tough decision because, I mean, I still play baseball now. It is in my blood. It will always be my first love. I love it so much. But I was told that I couldn't be me. They said you can't, and what I mean by that is I was gay. I still am gay. But what I'm trying to say is they're like, you have to have a fake boyfriend, you have to get married. Like you can't be who you are and do this. And I had to really make a tough decision to say, are you going to be authentic? Are you going to be yourself? Can you do this? Can you be fake and do that and do what you love? And believe me, that was so unbelievably hard. I can talk for days about it. But I chose to get out of baseball so that I would be more authentic and be myself. And I have to live with that. And I'm okay with that decision. I'm okay with it.
Good for you. Didn't know you had to go through that challenge. It's tough enough, isn't it, to break in as a woman? And now everybody's playing, and coaches. I know San Francisco under Gabe Kapler. He's got women on his coaching staff. And let me ask you about some of the challenges you have with that, with a woman with big league players. Some guys, because I know some guys, I don't even want to bring up names, but some guys that have retired, and one was a first baseman with the Giants that said, "Oh, no way anybody's going to respect her over there." Well, that's not true, from what I understand.
I do think there are going to be some people like that. One, I believe there's some people that are just always going to be like that, and that's just how it is, and you can't change them. Right. You know, you just can't. You can't do anything about those people, but what you can show, and I'm relating this to my experience, is you can just at least show them that you're a hard worker and you know what you're talking about, you know. And then you have the middle ground people where they're like, you didn't play, you don't know this, you don't know that. And then you go out there and you make them better, or you make the team better, and you show them what you can do, and then you win them over. And then they're like, we don't care if you're a female. If you make me better, you make the team better. And they're going to see that, and then they're going to accept you. And then you have like the younger crowd. You know, I'm a captain paramedic now, and I'm the boss, and I have younger guys that I direct, and they don't give a crap. They just don't. Great. You know, they're like, do you know the job? You know, are you going to make me better? They don't see it like the older people. Right. And I still don't have a problem with them. So absolutely, she's going to run into some tough things. Absolutely. And hopefully she's the correct one to know how to navigate through that, not let it get to her, and then just produce. And that's what they're going to be looking for.
That's true.
I know you can identify when Rachel said that her words, I had some trouble getting in, unquote. And she faced resistance when she applied for strength and conditioning jobs in baseball years ago, Ila, when she changed her first name on her resume, and you're talking about authenticity. When Rachel changed her first name on her resume and applications to Ray, R-A-E, from Rachel, she got calls back from teams. But she said those on the other end of the line were shocked when they discovered she was a woman. Some said they wouldn't call back, and some actually said they wouldn't hire a woman. And goodness knows you went through this.
Yeah, you do everything possible, and good for her. That's a good one. You know, trying to get in. That's all you want, is just your foot in the door. And then when you get your foot in the door, you're like, you have so much belief in yourself. You're like, just let me show you what I can do. And so that's what I'm saying. That's another example of, I think, who she is and what she can do. And like I said, I had a good talk with her, and I'm really excited about her future. And I think she's going to go on to do great things, as long as she doesn't, you know, let all that other stuff get to her. But the nice thing is she has tons of support now, tons of support.
You know, just talking about this just reminds me, when I was at San Diego State, my senior year, I signed in 1976. We had a young lady trying out under Coach Dietz, who had been there for a long time, or ended up being there a long time. And we're taking infield. Of course, they don't take it today. And I had a pretty good arm, and so I just to test her, and I wasn't being mean doing it. I just wanted to see if she could take my best throw. And I tell you what, she had better hands than our shortstop and second baseman. She was unbelievable. And Dietz almost took her. She almost made the team. I think she might have played some JV ball at the time, because we had a JV team then. But I was really impressed. Yeah, I was really, really impressed. I said, wow. Not that I'm the best arm in the world, but that was one of my strengths. And she handled it, like I said, better than the guys did. You know, so there was no reason that she couldn't play. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing is we're not looking, you know, as women for special treatment. We just want an opportunity. You know, give us opportunities. And if we go out there and if we're not doing the job, then let us go. It's not like, oh my gosh, you have to keep us, but there's something about creating opportunities for somebody to try. And I don't see that as you have an opportunity, you tried, and then we let you go. I see it as a good thing. So, and obviously you can see Major League Baseball is trying to do, everything possible with hiring a bunch of women. Now, I do think it takes the correct person. I don't like just hiring people because you have to meet a certain quota or do a certain thing. I do think it's really important you get the correct person.
Ila Borders is with us, the first woman to pitch in a men's professional baseball league, as we talk about the ascension of Rachel Balkovic as manager of the Tampa Tarpons this coming season, whenever that begins. And she said, Ila, I view my path as an advantage. I had to probably do much more than a male counterpart. And she called her trailblazing, quote unquote, a responsibility, unquote, that she doesn't take lightly. I bet you said the same words years ago.
Oh, definitely. And I was reminded of it every day from people saying, if you mess up, you're setting all of us back, or you're not going out. You go out there because you love the game so much and you want to be a part of it and you want to do a good job, but you're also definitely aware that how you go about things on and off the field directly impacts the people coming after you. And so I'm really glad that Rachel sees that and understands that. And I think she's going to do a lot of great things. I'm wishing her lots of luck.
Ila, do you think we're going to see a big league manager? A lady?
Oh, I think it's coming. Yeah, this is my wish for that. I hope Major League Baseball does it correctly. And what I mean by that is create a path. If you just stick somebody, with a Major League team and Major League, Baseball, we all know that that's not correct. You don't do that.
Right.
But if you start somebody like Rachel has, you put her in the Dominican, that's what they kind of told me that I was going to do. And then you move on up the ranks and you go through, rookie and single A and double A and triple A, and then bring it to the major leagues. Then it's legit. You're going to gain respect. And I just really hope that they do it that way and they don't get impatient and just go, oh my gosh, we've got to do this because we have to put a woman there. It's like, no, do it right.
Yep.
So I hope they do it right. Because even as a female, if they are to do that, I don't respect that.
Can I say this real quick? You just mentioned going up the ladder. Even for a guy like me that I was close to the big leagues, but never played in the big leagues, actually. I managed in the big leagues, but I had to come up to the ladder. And when I got the job in Texas, most of the guys, Palmeiro and all these, they didn't know me at all. And I had to earn the respect because I didn't have a big name. So guys like me used to feel that way as a man. And I can't, what you just said is absolutely right. If the women go up the ladder like Rachel's doing, I think she's going to gain a lot of respect by that. If she proves she can do it at every level, why not?
Right. That's all. And don't do it fast, because then you're going to actually set everybody back and show that it's not legit by doing that. And let her gain some respect. Let's see if she's the one. Like I said, I met her briefly, and she does have that tough spirit. And I'm really excited for her, but kind of like when I was playing, it's like, don't just put me somewhere. I've got to earn it. And then I've got to move up the ranks. I've got to be, that long hauler, then, come and earn my place to start. And then after that, put in, years. And that's one thing that I hold to my heart that's really special to me. It's not like I just went and pitched one inning and I was done, or pitched one game and I was done.
Right.
And it's like, no, I put in 4 years. I pitched over 110 innings. And they said, hey, we want to sign you, but sorry, you're gay, choose. And this time around, I hope they do it correctly with Rachel or whomever it is. Let's get the correct person. Let's make more opportunities. Let them find out if they can do this and gain the respect and do it properly. And I think that's possible.
To the point that both of you were making, there's a reasonable debate that has gone on for years about whether women have or will ever have the physical skills to play Major League Baseball. But there is no reason at all why they can't teach, can't manage, can't lead in our game. There's a pipeline that's developing right now. Kim Ng is not going to be the lone female general manager. Rachel Balkovic or someone like her will get a job in AA, and someone else will get a job in AAA. There's an inevitability about it. There's at least now 24 women who have either positions on field coaching or player development roles. That's up from 3 just in 2017. So it's changing. And then, Ila, there's this, and you know about this, and Kevin and I would love to get your thoughts. Genevieve Beacom, the first woman to pitch with the Melbourne Aces, a team in the Australian Baseball League. She's on the team right now. She's 17 years old.
Yeah, well, there's excitement there, and then there's also something else there, honestly, coming from me. She's 17, so the big thing is I hope they develop her. I don't want somebody – I was young, and I was in the spotlight, but I was very fortunate to be developed by people. It wasn't just, boom, here, go out here, throw one inning for professional baseball, and then you're gone. For me, she's obviously extremely talented, and she's so young, and she has such a promising future. It's like I hope, I would think so, that they have somebody developing her to be even better, and also with that, she is 17, which is phenomenal, and hopefully she can, keep continuing her career.
Kevin, we're talking to a woman who, since she was 10 years old, wanted to play Major League Baseball.
That's
and
great.
Here's something for your heart, being a kid who grew up as a Dodger fan. Her dad played in the Dodgers minor league system.
Oh, I did not know that. That's great. What was his position? Was he a pitcher?
Yeah, he was a right-handed pitcher also, yeah.
They say about you, Ila, I know you're still playing ball, but they talked about your screwball, which was tremendous, and your control was outstanding, and your ability to change speeds, field your position, have a good move to first base. And your first manager, Marty Scott, said, quote, "I wish every player had her heart, attitude, and desire. If it wasn't for the ponytail, you wouldn't know there was a girl out there." That's a great compliment.
That is an awesome compliment, especially coming from Marty Scott, who I deeply respect. And like I said, I'm very fortunate. I had a great career. It's really cool to see more women getting involved with baseball. Just like you were mentioning, I do think this is just the beginning. And I'm excited for the future. I just really hope that Major League Baseball does it right. And I'm really a big proponent on developing people. And so I hope on the Australian side, they develop Genevieve.
The most valuable franchise in baseball, the signature franchise in American professional sports, putting some of its most talented prospects in the care of Rachel Balkovic. And they have promoted a woman who had worked for 4 major league organizations, a winter league team, a national team, and a think tank with Driveline Baseball, a data-driven baseball center that's trained numerous major leaguers. Ila, we're honored to have you and for you to tell your story, to get your thoughts on Rachel. We thank you so much. Please stay safe, and you're always welcome here.
Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for bringing all of this to light. And even though I'm a Dodgers fan, go Yankees.
Well said.
Thank you. Great talking to you.
Ila, thank you so much for being with us. One more hour to go on Remember When on this Saturday morning.
Talk baseball every day on MLB Network Radio and get expert analysis and interviews with the game's best on SiriusXM Channel 89.